guys, Holding Alice with you here, bringing you Eden Zero manga chapter review. This was chapter 33 titled A Furious Chicky, His Fist for the Furry. This was a very interesting chapter. I like how it begins with him fighting all of them at once, and I'm happy that apparently he's not no weakling. I mean, he's kind of making them struggle. And he even lands one hit on Shiki, and basically his scythe, he named it a female. He named it Mira, and basically it becomes like this weird dark dragon that devours anything. And he hits Shiki with it, and it devours the back of his hair. So he got a haircut, and he took a little bit of damage from it, but not a lot. And he started destroying buildings and stuff and hitting everybody else around, but they dodging his attacks. Barely, but they dodging him. And Shiki used some debris, and he picks up like this big tower and he throws it at him. And he breaks it easily because, you know, his weapon's eating it. And then Jimarov, he states out loud that he has a meeting with Drake and Joe, and he can't play with them for long. And he was like, hopefully next time, Mira and I can have some fun with you. And then he just logs off the game. And Shiki's super, super upset that, you know, he couldn't finish the fight with him. And again, like I said last week, I'm really happy that this Dragorov dude, it's not, you know, so far he doesn't look like a joke. Cause, you know, we had those 2 foot brothers earlier before in the recent chapters, and they were hyped up to be powerful, but Shiki one-shot them both easily. Not to mention, before Shiki one-shot them, they were already losing to Rebecca, so I'm happy this guy seems pretty powerful. And he has a very broken weapon too. Which, let's talk about that weapon. Is that weapon a real living creature in a weapon? Or is it made from alchemists? Because we know Draken Joe, he's known as the Alchemist Mage. So maybe that weapon was a special weapon made by him for that guy? And that's why he got the invitation to come over here and be an executioner? Because we know Draken Joe, he also must own this place. Because he can invite people to come over and break rules. He will only be able to do that if he was the administrator of the place. Or the boss. So somewhere in that high up archy. So that's very interesting to see. But while that's going on, all the town people that was left over came out from hiding, and they thanked Shiki and his group and stuff, and they were very grateful. And Shiki asks, do y'all know Himura, where she might be at? And they explain what she is. And it seems like everybody knew her. And they were like, oh yeah, sure, she's a little girl that's always hanging on the hilltop. She's there every day, all day. So they say thank you, and they take their leave. And when they get there, she's there. We notice, though, that when they get there, not everybody in the group is there. Himura's missing, and that was brought up. And they also state the reason why she's missing is because she's looking for Valkyrie in this place. Which is weird, because we know Valkyrie shouldn't be in this place. Only Himura. I mean, only, Hermit should be here. Not Valkyrie, which is Himura's teacher. So that's kind of weird. But just keep that in mind for later on. But, like I said, they get to this hilltop, excuse me, and they find Hermit. And they talk to her, and they're happy. And they wanted to bring her to Eden Zero. She stood up flat and says no. And Shiki just laughs it off, and he went to pick her up to, you know, get her to come with them. And she slaps his hands off. And she looks at him with this mean face, as you see in the thumbnail. And she tells him, I hate humans. And they all go from a happy Joe face to like a very sad and depressing face. Then we get switched over to the end of the chapter, where we see what Himura is really doing. And she's with this guy named Jesse. And he was like, oh, what a waste that Avatar is wasting your beauty. And she's just like, oh, smooth talker as always, huh, James? And he's like, how's your mission going, elder sister? And she replied, oh, my mission's going great. And she had like this evil smile. She's like, Shiki believes me. And that's when we get the end of the chapter. And supposedly the chapter did say, going through the night like this. And something about her betrayal coming soon, so I had always a bad feeling about Himura. Something was always off about her. And it seems Wise also had the same feeling. And I have a feeling that Wise is probably the only one that realizes this, but is not saying nothing yet. But it is what it is. Sad thing, too. I actually elected Himura, even though I had that bad feeling about her. Hopefully, through this betrayal, she learns to actually trust them more and actually becomes part of the group. Hopefully, it's not one of those things that she betrays them and they get into a fight/scuffle with her, and then it's like she becomes an enemy and we never see her again until she pops up to be an enemy again or one of those type of things, but she may end up dead. Hopefully not, but I actually like her dynamics in the crew. If this personality that she's portraying is actually her real personality, it probably most likely not. She's probably not even really the student of Valkyrie. She's probably lying. And her name, Homura, probably not even her real name, since she's coming in here with all these lies. You know, and one lie equals many, so it's hard to pick which one is the truth and which one's not. But this was a very interesting chapter, chapter 33 of Eden Zero. Again, I'm very grateful that Jimarov, if I'm pronouncing his name right, I'm happy he's no slouch, and he was actually able to throw hands. Or, in his case, he wasn't really throwing hands, he had a powerful weapon. Which brings up the debate. Without that weapon, can he still fight? Or is he useless without that weapon? Because we know Shiki, without his gravity, he's still pretty strong, and he can fight. But, Chekhov, or Jamarov, can he fight without his weapon? Or is he only powerful with that weapon? That's a question, because he seemed pretty powerful with this weapon this chapter, but if Shiki finds a way to knock it off his hand or put it away from him and sell it, then would he be able to fight Shiki with his bare hands? Does he have that hand-to-hand combat type of skill? Or is he just some regular scrub that can't fight without his weapon? Which is a basic trope we've seen in anime, usually in manga, so. But hopefully we see more of him. And this Draken Joe guy, I definitely want to see more of him. He's one of the 7 galactic warlords of this universe. So I want to see more of him. I want to see if he can throw hands as well. He must be, since he's a warlord. You can't really have the title warlord in any anime or manga and not be a good fighter. That just wouldn't make sense. That'd be kind of corny. But then on the other hand, it is possible for him to not be a fighter as well and just have a whole bunch of powerful guards. So, it can go either or, but I love his character design the one time we see him, and hopefully we get more of him and Jamarov as well. And hopefully we get an explanation of that weapon. But what I really want to talk about is Hermit and Homura. For Hermit, why does she hate humans? Does she hate humans because what she said last chapter, when she sees humans executing humans like life is nothing, and maybe she's jealous that she's a robot and not a real living creature, so she's jealous of evil humans that take away life and don't think about nothing of it? That could be something. It could be a psychological problem. Or maybe before she was owned by the Demon King, maybe she was abused by humans at some point in her life, and that's why she hates them. Or maybe she hates them because maybe Shiki's parents were humans, and they probably did something to the Demon King that later on made him adopt Shiki, and maybe that's why she hates humans. Or it could be something simple as jealousy, and she's jealous that the Demon King wasted his time on Shiki as a kid, raising him, and that's probably why she hates humans. But that really needs to be clarified on why she hates humans. Because we know she was made by the Demon King like the 4 sisters, and we know the Demon King didn't have no problems with humans. So far to our knowledge, Elsie Crimson, she's human, and Demon King had a perfect relationship with her. They were close, so why does it look like she hates humans when her creator / master didn't hate humans? You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make any sense, but we need more clarification on that. And going back to this new character, Jessie and Homura, what are their goals? How do they know Shiki and Eden Zero, and what are their goals towards it? Are they trying to kill off Shiki to take ownership of Eden Zero? Is their whole goal Eden Zero itself, not Shiki? And why are this for Cade and Lion? What's their real goal? You know what I'm saying? And also another question to bring up, are they working for a galactic warlord? Maybe they're also working for Drake and Joe, or maybe another one that has not yet been shown. That's also to keep in mind. Or maybe Shiki has a hit list. We don't know nothing about Shiki's past besides the fact that he was adopted by the Demon King. For all we know, his parents could be high-level wanted people. And maybe since he's a child of wanted people, maybe he has a hit list on him that we don't know of. And these guys are assassins. It could be many good reasons why. And I'm very happy how Heroes rated out Eden Zero. It's been a really good story so far. Some great stuff. But if you have not read the chapter, guys, please go read it. If you're ready, go read it again. Really great chapter, really great stuff. But that's all I have for you guys. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Link will be down below. Please hit that notification bell to get more, so you can get notified whenever I post an upload. Give this video a like, and tell me down below what you thought of the video, and what you hate or didn't like about this chapter, and what you expected for the next chapter. But that's all I have for you guys. Peace out and have a good one.